folks who were awakened. We're going to talk about that in a moment, but we do have team coverage on this morning's weather. ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo braving the elements right now for a look at the rain and snow's impact as we speak.
But first, let's check in with Rob and Jordan. They are sharing live updates on the weather and traffic impacting your commute. Rob, you're first.
Okay, first question is always, hey, how much did we get last night? Pretty solid. Now, the issue with the rain last night is that it just didn't last very long. It was raining hard, but only for a couple hours. So we got right around a quarter inch of rain. Some places more like Citrus Heights, some places less like Elk Grove. But don't worry, everybody's going to get caught up. We're looking at a solid inch plus of rain for all these spots by the time we get to the end of this, and we're right in the middle of it. This is a cold storm, so we have temps in the 40s and 50s this morning down low, the 20s up high. We love a cold storm because it's rain and snow. Sometimes you get the rain, but the snow levels are super high, which isn't all that helpful, but guess what? We're getting exactly what we expect, where we expect it, so that is a helpful element of this system. Now, you'll notice here that we're in a lull. We've got definite solid rain right around Modesto, Turlock, and areas to the south. But for areas like Stockton, Elk Grove, Sacramento, Yuba City, we are very quiet this morning, but it's not going to remain that way the rest of the day. In fact, all of this, more rain, more snow, and wind is showing up later on this afternoon. So it's a cold system. Afternoon thunderstorms are very possible, and the heavy snow we're seeing right now should continue through the rest of today. So easy checklist to get you out the door. Grab a rain jacket, expect heavy snow, an umbrella. Even if it's not raining now, it's likely to rain later today before the day is done, and lots of road issues. It may be okay this morning, but later on this afternoon, I'm expecting wet roads and more issues on the roads. For the current conditions, let's go ahead and talk to Jordan Tolbert. Jordan, there's a fairly busy morning so far. Tell us what you're seeing.
Yeah, so out there on the roads, I've already seen chain controls change to, cover more of an area this morning, and that means conditions are worse than they were early this morning. I-80 at Donner Summit, you can see that roadway is really full of snow there. Also seeing chain controls on Highway 50 between Kybers and Myers, which is over in that South Lake Tahoe area, seeing them move further and further across the freeway. So something really important to keep in mind out there, especially if you have a car that has, four-wheel drive and you don't have those snow tires that you need on there, then this chain control is going to apply to you. On I-80, we have chain controls as well this morning, and eastbound and westbound trucks are going to be screened for those chains as well, so keep that in mind. We're having that between Alta and then also the Nevada state line this morning, so if you are driving in between those two spots, just be ready to have those chains on your vehicle. Already this morning, the really only thing that we're looking at here, westbound I-80 and Waterman Boulevard, that's where we're seeing a crash in Fairfield this morning, but that's about it out there on the roads other than the snowy conditions out there. And Bridget is now over Highway 99 in North Stockton tracking the road conditions. Bridget, what are you seeing out there right now?
Hey, good morning, Jordan. Yes, we are on the overpass of Highway 99 in Stockton. As you can see, this is northbound heading towards Stockton. This way is Sacramento. We are on the East Murata exit as we're tracking your travel conditions. Roads certainly slick as the area saw a number of short yet heavy downpours overnight. And if you are heading out here, you're urged to slow down, turn on your headlights, give yourself just plenty of following distance, and be prepared for delays. Now, earlier this morning, we rolled up as crews were clearing the scene of an accident involving two tractor trailers. Traffic was slow through that area as CHP waited for a tow to arrive. We watched as the tow cleared that scene. And if you take a look at your screen now, take a look at this rock slide. This was one of many dicey situations that crews were responding to over the weekend as you headed up toward the Sierra. Now, so they were dealing with that impacting travel over the weekend, and also snow. Highway 99, the interstate, was snow covered as fresh powder began to fall. Very slippery conditions as you traveled near the Truckee area. The freeway closed starting at Cedar Grove, where chain controls were in effect. And by the way, they remain in effect as we wait for the storm system to continue. It's going to be lasting all day throughout tonight, also all the way to tomorrow night. So get ready for that as you're hitting the polls for Election Day. As you can see, traffic, there is still a steady flow of it over here as we're heading toward the Stockton area. But if you are heading out, be prepared for those delays. Slow down and give yourself plenty of room for the driver in front of you.
Yeah, some really good reminders this morning. Bridget reporting live from Stockton. Thank you.